Surabhi, will I ever be able to do a full squat? I'm not even close right now. Is this something that's even going to be possible for me? And so here is my answer to you. First of all, nothing is impossible, and things take work. If your squat depth is currently getting you down to your thighs parallel to the floor, going from there to all the way down to the floor is quite a bit of a distance. So here are some tips that I have for you to improve your squat depth over time. First of all, we have to evaluate whether you can actually get down to the floor with support. So sometimes I'll recommend using something like a couch or even a door frame to assist you in getting lower, and see if you can get down into that squat position with your feet flat and you're in that nice relaxed deep squat position. If you can't even get there, if you are limited by your stiffness in your ankles, your inflexible hips, or most likely lack of strength or motor control in that position, here is a fantastic tip for you. You are going to place a target underneath your bum, and your target is going to be as high as you need to. So if my squat is only to here right now, I'm going to put that target just a little bit lower, maybe an inch, maybe a max couple inches. And so I have a target to squat to. As soon as I place that target down, my body feels a bit safer in that movement. I feel like I can trust that movement a little bit more. And so when I'm training my squats, if I have my weights, when I'm training my squats, I'm going to go down to that depth. As that becomes easier, I'm going to, you guessed it, take out that support and go a little bit lower each time. And eventually, you're going to notice yourself feeling more in control, feeling yourself get stronger in that lower range of motion. In order to build your strength as you go down and come back up, you can also work on the eccentric component. So really slowing down how long it takes you to get down, or even holding a pause at the bottom to really fire your quads and your glute max. So what that would look like is like this. I'm taking a nice, slow, on my way down and pausing. My butt is not touching the seat, it's just hovering right above, and then coming back up. So I'm spending longer in that depth. That's forcing my ankles to stretch a little bit, my hips to stretch a little bit more, and helping me get deeper in that range of motion. Okay, so let's summarize. You're going to use a target behind your butt to get yourself down just a little bit further than you are already. You're also going to take yourself into a slower eccentric lowering phase where you are slowing down that movement to allow your quads and your glutes more time under tension, under load, in order to improve your strength. This also has a side effect of stretching your ankles and stretching your hips in a functionally loaded position. There are so many other ankle and hip stretches that you could be doing, and in the meantime, remember that your squat can allow your knees to cross past your toes, and your squat doesn't have to look perfect. Your toes do not have to be pointing straight forward. They can be slightly out. Your feet do not have to be perfectly underneath your hips. They can be slightly out. Find your comfortable position. If you were to just jump or be in a relaxed athletic stance, wherever your feet end up, that's most likely where you're going to feel comfortable squatting. A lot of the reasons people can't get low is because they're starting off in this perfect narrow squat position, or perfect in quotes narrow squat position, that isn't natural for their hips or their body. You can always figure out your squat here first, and then you can work on building that control in a more narrow squat. But if you are having trouble getting your squat down in any range of motion, start with what feels most comfortable to you. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for an upcoming video on some gentle hip mobility exercises and ankle flexibility exercises to improve your overall health, mobility, and your squats.